Oh, we live. Guess we live. We live. I see a lot of guys still talking about the leasing trucks with a company, or leasing trucks from this one, or whoever, however long, whatever, however you doing it. The thing that you forget about leasing a truck is the most important thing that I don't really hear nobody out here telling y'all, and I watch a lot of videos, but man, when you leasing a truck, man, you got to stay out 6+ weeks at a time when you're leasing a truck to get 1 week off. Well, it depends on your truck payment. It might be 4 weeks. It might be 4 weeks. But what you're doing when you do that, when you're leasing a truck with a company, that little payment that's going over there in that account, that's to cover your truck payment while you home for those 7 days. So if you're going home before you got enough money built up in that account, and you stay home for a week or whatever, then you're gonna come out in the negative. When you come out, you're gonna be in the negative because everything you do, you got to catch up the truck payment, the insurance, and you know, all the other little stuff that they charge you is different depending on the company. So you know, you have to catch up on all of that stuff when you leasing these trucks, man. And nobody ain't telling y'all this. When y'all jumped in these leases, and y'all forget the most important part about the length of time that you have to stay out with leasing the truck to keep you from going in the negative when you're going home. And I get it, and I know what a lot of y'all try to do. Oh man, if I could just get a load going by the house every now and then. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. If you trying to go by the house for a night, a day or two, because you leasing the truck, you like, well, I'm leasing the truck, I get by the house more. But you're still losing money because you're going by the house, or you trying to stay around the house. So I just said I was gonna go live and say that because you know I got experience in that. Yeah, when you leasing these trucks with these companies, man, that is for people who you gonna stay out. Ain't no coming home. You know, you in that truck a minimum of, you know, 4 to 6 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Because the guys that are successful in the leases, and the guys that are paying the trucks off in the leases, and buying the trucks and paying the balloon payment or however they got it set up, guys don't be going home, man. Guys don't be going home. They don't tell y'all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't tell y'all that. The guy, man, listen, I knew this dude, man. He was from actually here, but we drove for the same company in Texas. This motherfucker, man, let me tell you what he used to do. This dude stay out 6 months at a time. He would lease the truck. He would stay out 6 months at a time. And when he got ready to go home, he wouldn't even drive home. He would go buy a round trip ticket from wherever he was. He would park the truck, whatever state he was in. When it was time for him to go home, he would get a ticket and fly home, and he'll stay home his week or 2 weeks or whatever he did, and then he would fly back out to where the truck was. So it's a strategy that you have to use when you lease this truck. But if you're trying to lease a truck from a company and drive it like a company driver, or drive it like an owner operator, it's not gonna work for you. It's just not. I'm just gonna, you know, you're gonna have to dedicate a lot of your time to pay that truck off. You know? So I think a lot of people, they either forget that, or the companies don't tell them that, or these guys on YouTube not telling y'all that. But I'm just telling you, when you leasing a truck, plan to be out so you don't be in the negative. You know, don't stay out, build up that account, you know, and when you come home, man, you got that extra truck payment there, aside from your money. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how it was. I don't know how they doing it now. I've been hearing some crazy shit about the leases now, so I don't know, but it's been a while since I leased a truck. I would never lease a truck again. I don't want to lease a truck because I understand that you got to stay out so long to make that payment. When I came to my senses, I was like, it's a double payment to me. You know, you paying $600 a week, or, you know, hell, I was paying, when I was leasing a truck, I was paying everything together, it was like $800 a week when I was leasing a truck. So y'all getting it cheaper now. I guess that's because the rate's down or whatever. But I was paying that's $800 a week I was paying to lease a truck. But that was everything. That was the insurance, Qualcomm fee, bobtail insurance. That was all of that. So, and that's what I was paying. But the thing about it is, that's a lot of damn money. I mean, that's a lot of money. I mean, a week. But now when you look at the price of trucks, that's about what a truck payment is now. So you got to keep that in mind. Like, hey, you got to keep that in mind when you're leasing a truck or you trying. I don't tell nobody not to lease a truck. I don't tell nobody to lease a truck. I'm just saying, whenever you do something, do it so that you make money and not lose. That's my advice. I know there's a lot of guys out here say, oh, I want to lease a truck and da this. I can't tell you that. But what I will tell you is, make sure you cross all your I's and dot all your T's when you're doing these leases and stuff like that. And they'll get you now. I'm telling you, they will get your ass now. I'm telling you, they will get you. They will get you. It's not a good feeling to come home for home time and then start out in the negative. You know what I mean? And you do. It will put you in the, you know, because you have to think about it. You go home for a week, that's 2 weeks. You have to take that, no matter how you try to look at it, it's still 2 weeks. So if you don't got that truck payment and you trying to go home for a week, that's 2 weeks. You feel what I'm saying? So now you got to come out and run to make the truck payment. And then you got to, and the furlough, that's going to come first. Then you got to come out and run again that next week to break even. And then the last 2 weeks of that month is where you start to come back. So you have to take that into consideration when leasing a truck, whatever. Basically, you can do it. You're just going to work the hell out of you. So if you ain't dedicated to it like that, I'm gonna say if you ain't gonna be dedicated to it like that, but you got to be home to see what mama doing. You got to watch mama or you got to watch daddy. Stay your ass out of a lease. Just their company driver. Don't get caught up in that bullshit about, oh, you know, it's your truck. You get to do this with it. It's not your truck. And that's how they sell that shit to you. It's not your truck. You can't book your own load with it. You ain't got no MC number. You don't got a DOT number. Them not your tags. It ain't your damn truck. You're leasing a truck. Just like when you go to the dealership and lease a car. That ain't your damn car. You know what I'm saying? So, but they sell that to you to get you caught up in it. And you get so excited about it. And it's like, it's worth it and it's not, depending on how you work it. If you work it the right way, it could be beneficial to you. You try to come home and watch mommy and daddy, it's over for you. Especially now, all this bullshit going on now in the trucking industry. Yeah. So that's my advice. You know, I know there's other people are gonna say, oh, it's this, that, and that. Can't tell me, I done did it. I done been down that road before. You know, I done did it. I wasn't even company that long. I think I was company for a little minute. Yeah, I was company for a little minute. After, you know, and then Because back then you had to drive as a company driver so long before you could actually lease the truck. They had like guidelines back then. I don't know what they got now. I think you can come right in through the door now and lease a truck. But by you being a company driver for the company and learning how they work and maneuver and learning the shippers and receivers, it helped you transition over to being a lease driver. So I don't know if that's helpful or not, but a lot of y'all got experience. Some of y'all got more experience than me, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. It'll work if you work it the right way. If not, then don't waste your time with it. So you're gonna get exhausted, then you're gonna get depressed, you're gonna feel like you ain't making no money, you know what I'm saying? And all it is you just going home too much as a lease driver. Like, you know, when you leasing that truck, your job is, especially if it's a buyout or you a one-day owner, if it's a 4-year lease and they say you're gonna own a truck, the only thing should be on your mind is paying the damn truck off, nothing else. Not having a good time, not trying to go home, not trying to see family, not trying to be at the bar, not trying to, you know, your job is to work your ass off to pay that damn truck off. Then you can do all of that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you, they're not gonna tell you, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's it. So, you know, you ain't gonna do that. Gonna be your company driver. You know what I'm saying? And I know they tell, oh, well, you can take the, you know, back then it was you can take the truck home if you know lease the truck and all that shit, sell you that shit. All right, man, shit. Now they couldn't get me in one of them motherfuckers for nothing. Now I'm doing it. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of dedication to do that shit, man. And just bad now. Some of the things that I see on YouTube with people going through with the leasing and trucking and like, man, fuck that. That's why I'm right here. I don't got time for the bullshit. Which you'll probably learn that, and, you know, as you start driving, you start getting more experience, and we all make mistakes. But a lot of y'all scared to start over, even with some of you owner operators. Y'all feel like y'all be scared to start over. I ain't scared to start over. I start over in a minute. It ain't over till it's over. You know, in anything you do, it ain't over till it's over. So until you say it's over, it ain't never over. And I ain't waving no white flag. So maybe there's some little motivation for y'all. Maybe, I don't know, you know. Get what you can from it. Take it how you can. I don't know, but just, you know, be careful with what, you know. Some of this stuff you're supposed to know. That y'all ask certain people. You're supposed to know if you're getting into that. You know, like people be like, oh, you ain't got no plan. I'm in my plan right now. And that's another thing that I don't get about people. They always feel like you ain't got no plan because you ain't moving at a fast pace. You know what I'm saying? Turner don't look like he going nowhere, but he moving, ain't he? Alright, I'm finna get on to the house, man. Come back and knock out Friday. And y'all stay head up and keep it moving.